Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play more Granadan Grandeur in Europa Universalis 4. So I'm trying to figure this out, right? I'm pretty sure I can read. Pretty sure. So we've got the Muhammad, because, you know, our rulers are named Muhammad, so we're going to name the boats Muhammad as well. You see in there where it says Trade Power 3. Trade Power 3. We got 2 ships. 3 plus 3 is 6, I'm pretty sure, right? Pretty sure. But then we go and we look in the node, and we can see that you have 0 light ships protecting trade, you have 2 ships privateering, they have a total trade power of 12.22. So how do we go from 6 to 12? Now granted, I've got a trade power bonus, but this should only apply, as far as I know, to protecting actual trade. So that made me go and look at my naval tradition to see if I've got like a huge privateering efficiency modifier, which I don't. So that made me go to this thing, the modifiers, to see if I have like a huge modifier to privateering, which we don't. Privateer efficiency is just 1.9%. I don't understand why it's double. Might explain why that one ship was so murderous before. Also, I compared the income of the ships, and the ones that were protecting trade in this node in particular were making the least, so we're gonna send them elsewhere. I'm going to... For now, I'm going to have these guys protect trade in the same node that they're in, and I want to see if they're still getting 12 trade power. So let's mark the trade power that we have now. We've got 0.5 for merchant present. It's already showing the 5th fleet, but it doesn't actually apply to the tick. So 26.7. Huh? Oh, did it already apply it? Man, I'm confused. You have 2 light ships protecting trade. They are only generating 6. Maybe there's something in the description of the boat. Is this like supposed to be like a fancy-ass privateer boat? The Sambuck. It was used for pearl fishing and piracy. No, I don't know. Alright, what about the other nodes where I've been using my trade ships? Go check out the Paris node, see if we're still getting 6 from that ship too. Yeah, I'm getting 6. I'm getting double the trade power for privateering. So, it's a pirate's life for me. That's weird. Okay, so manpower cap seems to have come up. 2781 times 0.2. Need to get down below 4,100. Ooh, it's a fort defense and siege ability guy. It's tempting, but I actually kind of want the manpower recovery guy. So we will take the let him stay home. Even with this dude, we're only recovering 100. We went from like 90 to 100. Of course, we also lost the effects of manpower low. So if I could just go ahead and train a few more troops, that'd be great. See, I think that any node that you're steering trade in, it's just always wrong in. Like, you can never trust these numbers because you're actually steering, and it's dumb. We'll see. Paris and Rhone, they seem to be the 2 places that I'm actually able to make a profit. And I did check. They are making pretty good income. We're making... Well, we were... What happened to the ships that were supposed to be spoils of warring in the other place? Did I cancel those guys too? Did they just somehow... Are they like... I swear this is not me. Maybe I did. We've gained the humiliate rival thing with this guy. So our truce is actually up with Castile. We're ahead of him by 2 levels on tech. I can't quite finish this idea group yet. I would love to have had the next idea group. But we already have a really good general. We've got a little bit of manpower. And I just feel like we should be beating up on this guy whenever we can, right? He's only got 2 troops to his name right now, so we can at least blitz him down. He's not bankrupt, though, which is weird. He's normally bankrupt all the time. It's like a thing that he always seems to do. Immediately, our spy strength is really strong against him right now, so we're going to get quite a bit of extra siege ability. I feel like in that tooltip it should tell you. But you have to go here. So 15% extra siege ability, that's like having double the garrison or whatever every time. Bum. No, we do not want a policy of intolerance. Gain a unknown skill level guy. Sure. Man, we love those Jews. Our country is just full of them. That's like... Yeah, I have 2 level 2 half-price advisors. We should upgrade to one of them. Looks like the court is holding even. Oh, it's so close. Really? But that's after I increased funding. That's not good. I don't want to lose that court level. How about education? Is it actually... Alright, now it's just kind of decaying a tiny bit. No big deal. That's perfect. We'll hold steady there then. And if those ships stop protecting trade or privateering for any reason, I'm going to be upset. We're making a ducat 52 from privateering. So what I had done between episodes was just go look at it. Like in Rhone, we're making 0.84 ducats a month. We have 4 ships. They cost 0.14, so that's like 0.6 ducats in expense. And we're making 0.84, so it's good. It's good. It's enough. It's a little bit. Kinda getting close to the point where it might make sense to try to revoke a privilege. Again, greater nobles can't give me anything. I think it's this 8% threshold. I don't know. I've not played late enough into a campaign to know, do I actually want to try to upgrade all of my lessers into greaters, or do you want to keep them balanced? Is it better to be wide, like a pyramid? Like, are the greater nobles more likely to rebel and have nasty events and stuff? Like, it's just driving me nuts that this button is here and I have nothing to demand from them. So, we're at full morale. Castile still has no allies. They're not a subject. We're at 83 spy network strength. And he's got 2 troops. I think that we can safely say it's time to declare a war. I'm hoping I have some claims, do I? Alright, these are cord. Or, well, they're already part of a state. And we got a claim on Mercia. my mission is apparently just going to never end, ever. An interesting way of implementing that. Probably should check to see if he has any boats. Got no light ships, just 3 transports, so mine should be safe. Alright, sounds like a plan. Looks like we're going to war February the 1st. It takes a lot more planning now, I think, to decide, like, where you deploy your troops than it does in vanilla, because we're back to having every province have forts, so you can't just like say, oh, there's three targets. He does have one mothballed fort, but because it's got the local fortifications from the burghers, we won't be able to take it right away. Garrison size is still set to 100 or to 1,000. We could get an advantage on it by making it less than half strength. But I think we'll just stick down here and do some looting and pillaging and stuff. Well, I was able to go 2 whole episodes. 2, can you believe it? Without going to war. That's like a record. We're going to make the war goal La Serena. It's considered pious. It makes me sad. Alright, it's been a couple days, actually, since I had been playing this campaign, so I think, if I remember correctly, the breakpoints were 2... No, I've already forgotten. 2x... Was it 2x, 3x? 2x, 4x. I think it was... There's no point, really, in trying to do this. He's not bankrupt. So the defensiveness thing is not a good idea. I think we're probably better off, in this case, splitting up and just trying to cover more provinces. That loot, though. There's so much money. So much money in this guy's country. Well, he has, like, no men, so... I think I'm just gonna skip the level 2 forts and head over here and try to do these ones instead. Let's leave behind the, 1 infantry. And we'll just head over to here and to here. We're going to tell our subjects to be aggressive. Let's also make sure that I don't have any of my armies set to attach to me. I'm pretty sure my forts are all on anyway. Actually, we overbuilt. I overbuilt the fort number to test it. So I think I may have had one off, but I think it was my capital. And that already has the fortifications. I could just destroy the local fortifications if I wanted to. And get the autonomy to come down more in my capital. That would slightly weaken the burghers. Wait, can I do that everywhere? Like, could I just, like, force them to waste their money building fortifications? Because they're my buildings, right? So, like, let's just say... I'm getting distracted here. I'm supposed to be at war. Like, let's just say I'm trying to, like, make the burghers... You know... When they build local fortifications, that increases monthly autonomy. It says level fortification 1. And then it's got a huge description. That makes the tooltip very confusing. Our looting policy. Well, I mean, I plan on wrecking his face in. I don't know. I mean, knowing that it's not a zero-sum game, like, it's a net loss. Yes, we want the money. But it's just gonna cost me. This is gonna be land that I end up taking that I'm gonna want the population to be high, and I'm gonna want them to be making trade goods, and not to mention if we trash their infrastructure, if I burn down all their workshops, then there goes our trade income. So, no, I'm just gonna keep on heavily restricting looting. Oh, man. Hate that. So this guy was able to reinforce because he's got a guy to help out. This guy... Why were you able to? It just happens to be 80% because we've got an advisor there. This guy... was good. Why is your ability to reinforce here only 10%? This is different from vanilla. I'm not used to this. Normally, I know vanilla rules really well. In vanilla, it's 100% on your own land, 50% on allies or subjects, modified by maneuver, 1 maneuver equals 10%, 10% reinforcement on uncolonized land, etc. Right? Simple. But in this case, it's looking like they've somehow modified it so that I'm guessing because we're not even adjacent, the reinforcement rate is actually only 10%. So, if anything, I should have put the maneuver general there, because this guy could still reinforce just fine. So, let's do that. We'll swap. Weird. Alright, I don't have to pay attention to that in the future. And of course, he's going to come down here with not enough men. And they're not actually doing anything, so I'm going to tell them to not be aggressive, actually. I want you to guys do come down here and be supportive. Attach to my infantry, please. If you all band together, we can loot stuff, and I'll get credit for it. Because I'm leading the army. Alright, so now we have a local reinforcement rate of 40%, which exceeds the decay rate, but he's still not going to be able to recover it fast enough. What a pain. You live and you learn, right? So we'll spend 1 month here and get our full recovery. Or vintage has expired. What do you think the chances are that we end up having 0 manpower again within the next episode? I'd say that the chances are like 100%. Even though we're not even fighting them. We're not even like doing any battle. I'm hemorrhaging. I'm gonna hemorrhage manpower. I think a big part of it is the fact that base attrition from sieges is so high, 3% minimum. Hey, they trained up a bit. Also, I totally forgot, since there's barely anything I can do with these guys, we should definitely do offensive war support. Spend some loyalty. Nah, it's actually not really worth it to me, I think. Still can't demand anything. And I'm like... It's a fair bit of money. But he's disloyal, you know? Stupid burgers. The Garnata speech. And thus it must be, he looks out across the crowd assembled in the grand lecture halls at Garnata University, that we come to the aid of our country now. It is in its time of need, as it has always come to ours in our times of need. The pen is mightier than the sword, they say. Alright, march this flower of a youth off to war. Hey, he's worth 300 men. We gained 0 military power, 6 diplo, and 1 admin. What weird numbers. What is that based off of? Or, war is no excuse to drop out of school. And we can gain infinitesimally small value. I almost feel like the 300 manpower is worth more. Yeah, I'm gonna take one guy and turn him into 300. It's my clone army. Alright, let's see if we should change our focus. So, we have caught up on Diplo points. We've got 900 in reserve. We're 15 years ahead of time on this tech, only 5 years ahead of time on Diplo tech. I think we can definitely safely support military national policy now. I might want to consider turning on one of these other policies. Lose one of our 3 diplomats? I'm not really using them. I'm not doing anything with the Diplo rep. I'm gonna do this one now. $94.5. Alright. Progress. Oh, cool. That's surprising. The level 2 fort actually fell first. I love that. I have one dude here, and I think, have gotten all of the loot. Yeah, 46 ducats of loot. It's not how it's supposed to work, but it does. There's zone control that way. They just insist on marching through that province. Oh, it's because of this mountain here. I gotcha. Cool. Well, it's about that time. You know, I know that there are comments. I do read them. People think I pause too much. They want me to they want to break my pause button. But I feel like this overhaul mod, you've got to learn. You've got to learn it. It's important that you take the time to learn the new mod. Alright, so this one's 2 provinces away. Let's make sure that this guy with maneuver goes there. And then these 2 take care of those 2. And also we gotta get Cartagena. Can't forget about that province. They're so tiny. And so anyway, I don't really feel bad about playing slow and just enjoying the... Wow! He's got more pretenders! These they're sieging his capital for me. How lovely. Lovely. That's gonna be splendid. Okay, let's just confirm that. Nope. Okay, this one makes no sense to me at all. Then this one's 80% in this province. It's 2 provinces away from an adjacent controlled. Could it be maybe that it borders another nation? All right, what is it about this province? Alright, technically, yes. It's 2 provinces away, and it doesn't border any other nation. Maybe that's what it is. Well, we could find out by, maybe marching to here. And I would predict that that one would be bad, too. But maybe that means that I can get up to Cuenca without much penalty. I hope that they patch it. I hope they make the mod include edicts soon. Schools of Islamic law. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna try that one. Aquitaine has reached the end of internal conflicts. Yeah, Castile is just horrible. This entire campaign, he is getting brutalized. Yeah, see, even Cuenca, we're 3 provinces away from occupied. We're still at 50% base reinforce. How's that loot pool that I'm trying to prevent them from making huge? Army tradition decay, yes please. Leaders without upkeep, yes please. Perhaps we hire a guy from the lesser nobles now. Demand support. Wait, no, I think it's the damn greater nobles that give you a general. And they can't. They won't. Because they don't have enough influence. But if I promote the lessers, then the lessers won't have any influence. I don't know. What do I do to make the burghers have less power? How do I make this become not the burghers? There's probably a tooltip somewhere. They will revolve around improving the holdings in their respective provinces. Okay. Consists of nobles in your realm which are marginal in right and privilege. They do seek to advance their interests. They are much easier to manage than greater and easier to keep under the crown's thumb. Okay. How do I want more of those, please? And I want more of these too. I'm guessing, actually, that just due to my location, and the fact that we have so much trade going on, and so much coastal territory, and stuff like that, it's probably not actually possible to influence it too much. I think we're probably going to continue having those penalties. Alright, I'm going to march here, and my prediction is, even though... Yeah, I've got my guy with maneuver. The local reinforce rate is 40%. We've got a guy here with 3 maneuver, so yes, it's 10%. I bet it's 10% even if... Possibly even if I control an adjacent province. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to look around at peace deals and stuff, see what we can do this guy, and be back in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.